I've been keeping a secret for a little over a year, and now that I'm moving out, I thought I'd share that for the last year I have been living in the Ritz Carlton here in Tianjin. I'm not living in a room, I'm living in the residences, and it was a relatively quick decision last year as I was needing to find another place to live during the peak of COVID. I thought this would be a nice, safe place to be able to move to, and so I did. And it's been quite a journey. I don't know if I would recommend it to anybody. It's beautiful and it's a wonderful place to live. I'm gonna show you a tour here quick, but it is very odd living in a service hotel. And I'll share those stories with you in a moment. So, let me give you a tour of this amazing little apartment. It is a one-bedroom apartment, and I am on the 6th floor here in the Ritz-Carlton residences. As you walk in, it's a beautiful, like, black and white checkered floor, and you have windows on both sides of you. You have the dining room, and then the kitchen, and then you have the living room, which was nice, right? At one point I had a huge projection screen and a projector so I could watch movies from my computer, and absolutely loved it. And then there are views of outside, which, you know, like to have little balconies, not that I ever went out there, but to have a little balcony was really nice. What I also love about this apartment is it's the first time I had like window to window, so I had cross lighting. In China, typically my apartments always had windows just on one side of the apartment. So that was also a really nice feature to have here in this apartment. When you go into the bedroom, a huge king bed. Definitely not my style of decor, to be honest, but overall, a beautiful room with a balcony outside as well, which was great. You know, just nice to have open air in your bedroom, so that was wonderful. And then a huge walk-in wardrobe closet, and then a bathroom with, oh, sorry, this is quite messy here, but you know, have the bathroom here, which has been really nice, and then you have a second sink, so you can kind of close off this part of the bathroom if you have guests over, and then you have the other part of the bathroom where the toilet sits. And then you walk outside and that's where the front door is, and I've got a dryer. Oh my gosh. There was a video I filmed about things that I missed from the US, and a dryer was one of them. So when I saw that this apartment had a dryer, I was like, sold, I have to take it. And so did that, so there's a dryer and there's also a washing machine. So very, very nice. The kitchen though, I haven't had an island in my kitchen in China, so to have this island, and then it had a dishwasher. A dishwasher I used a couple times, you know, I used a dishwasher a couple of times and got the dishes super clean, more than what my hands could do, but overall this kitchen was fantastic. So really liked here in this space as well. Now, I just wanted to share, let's start with the positives of living in a Ritz-Carlton. The service is incredible. You have a residence concierge on your WeChat, which is phenomenal. You know, they're so helpful, help me with everything that I need, you know, whether that is helping to print a document or letting you know of the events that are happening in the neighborhood. Just, it's a great communication vehicle that they use through WeChat, and I absolutely loved it. I loved having my sheets and towels changed. They did a deep cleaning of the apartment, so I loved not having to necessarily clean the apartment. Like, I had to definitely dust some of my stuff, like my books and my fake plants that I had in here, but overall to have somebody come in and vacuum and clean every week was a great experience as well. What else is a positive? You know, obviously you live in the Ritz-Carlton. Like, there's breakfast downstairs every morning if you want it. I didn't partake in that until mostly near the end of my time here, but they remember your coffee. So you walk in, they just see your face and they bring you your Americano like right to the table. So again, top-notch service at the Ritz Carlton, top notch. It was great experience just to have that service. Yeah, I mean, I think that was it. The negatives, you know, obviously you're not intended to stay here for a long period of time. Most of the people that I've lived in this building have lived here at least a year, but some of them are definitely shorter stays, but you can't really make it your own. Like this photo behind me, not something, or painting, picture, whatever, not something I would choose for my decor. So that is something that just I missed. So I had them remove a lot of the decor that comes in here, like on the shelves, so I could put all my books and I could put some of my Lego sets up and like my fake plants and some of my own carpets down. So that was really gracious of them, so that I could kind of make this more of my space. The second negative, and some people are gonna, like, it's maybe a hot take here, but they had cleaning service every day, like a light cleaning every day. And you just never knew when to expect that cleaning. And so there were times where I was on the toilet and somebody, you know, just rang the doorbell and came in, and I had to like slam the door shut, because if you remember from the video, you can see that the front door looks right at the toilet, and so that was kind of a nightmare. So I learned my lesson really quick there, to put on privacy and lock the door so that if anything happened, but you know, only has to happen once for you to learn a lesson, and that was a lesson well learned. Also, I would be in the middle of watching a movie and people would come in to clean, or I would be working from home and having work conference calls and the doorbell would ring and people would come in to clean. And so I really didn't like that part, the unpredictability of knowing when somebody was coming. And so they were really okay with just coming on 2 days a week to do the deep cleaning. I didn't need the daily making of the bed. I can do that myself. I didn't need the daily, you know, wipe down or daily change of the trash. I can put my trash outside the door and somebody could pick it up. That is totally fine. The other negative was that during that COVID period of time, for the first couple of months, you couldn't have a visitor over, you had to register them, you had to let people know when you were leaving. Like, I kind of had to sneak out with my suitcase when I made a trip to Shanghai at the end of December, just so that I didn't have to like feel like I was like reporting into my mom and dad. No offense, mom and dad, because I know you watch these videos, but didn't feel like you had to report in when you were traveling somewhere. And I felt like that was that was an opportunity. But yeah, I think overall, like, those are the kind of things where it never felt like my place. It never felt like my home. And so it makes me more excited to go home and be able to decorate my own place and do more of that. Overall, if you're gonna live in China, I would absolutely find an apartment somewhere else. If you're in a tight pinch, then this would work out for you. But yeah, also if you got some money to spare, like, it's pretty expensive to live here. I would say roughly about maybe a small apartment in New York City is how much it costs to live here. So yeah, that is my little secret I've been keeping. And you know, I know a lot of you live in Tianjin. I know a lot of you know this place, and I've put up my apartments before and people have said, oh, that's this place, oh, that's this place. And so I was a little scared to put up here because this is such a popular place. If you haven't been to the Ritz Carlton in Tianjin, it is a beautiful building. I don't think I would ever be able to stay in a Ritz Carlton in any other place in the world. It was peak COVID time. There weren't a lot of people coming into Tianjin. I think I got a great deal on this apartment. And so, like, those are some of the reasons why I did it. Once in a lifetime opportunity. Once in a lifetime. But the buildings downstairs, there's always people taking wedding pictures and engagement photos and graduation pictures. Like, there's always people taking pictures downstairs. So if you do come to Tianjin, you should swing by the Ritz Carlton for a meal or just to check it out, because it is a really beautiful place. So that's my secret. Feels good to let it go. So that's why you haven't necessarily seen any videos, because I just felt like from a privacy standpoint, it was kind of awkward the last time I did an apartment tour. But now that I'm leaving, now you get to see it. And yeah, pretty awesome. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.